The deep state is in such control this week that you might forget that we live in a free country. It doesn't seem like this country is very free. But this story, folks, will assure you this is still the land of the free, because only in America you can now buy a flame-throwing robot dog for under $10,000. You in the audience, you and me and Russ and Jimmy, everybody, we could all get
any schmuck.
Any schmuck, that's what they should have titled this. Any schmuck can now buy a flame-throwing robot dog for under $10,000. So see, the government hasn't won yet, folks. We still have some of our freedoms that we're hanging on to. From Ars Technica, if you've been wondering when you'll be able to order the flame-throwing robot that Ohio-based ThrowFlame first announced last summer, that day has finally arrived. I wasn't wondering that. In fact, I didn't even know about this until I saw it. But for those who were, now you have confirmation. The Terminator, what ThrowFlame bills as the first ever flamethrower-wielding robot dog, is now available for purchase. The price, $9,420.
At last, the ancient dream of our species is made reality.
Yeah, exactly. Terminator is a quadruped robot. It's like the Safaka lemur. That's what this reminds me of. It's
move sideways.
Move sideways. It's a sideways quadruped, like the Safaka lemur. With an ARC flamethrower mounted to its back, fueled by gasoline or napalm. It features a 1-hour battery, a 30-foot flame-throwing range, and Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity for remote control through a smartphone. Doesn't sound like something vulnerable to hacking by bad actors at all.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
It also includes...
I mean, it's too bad. They should really reboot Columbo, because that would make a great Columbo episode. Just one more question. Why exactly did the robot flame-throwing dog turn back towards your husband suddenly?
Just one more thing. I noticed you left your iPhone in the bathroom about 3 minutes before the robot dog did an about face toward your husband's car. Yeah.
That's very, some people might call that suspicious, ma'am.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just asking. It also includes a LiDAR sensor for mapping and obstacle avoidance, laser sighting, and first-person view navigation through an onboard camera. The product appears to integrate a version of the Unitree Go-To robot quadruped that retails alone for $1,600 in its base configuration. The company lists possible applications of the new robot as wildfire control and prevention. Wildfire prevention? A flame-throwing robot is meant for wildfire prevention?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's like forest management, they're saying. Like controlled burns. That's what they're saying. You could use it for the controlled burns.
But can't you just put a fire out? Oh, I see what you're saying. So if they have to like they could take this to like the East Palestine wreck, and they could use it to light the train car.
Sure.
There you go. All right,
it's a good example. Yeah,
I'm sure they would love to have some of these arrive there in that town. Agricultural management, ecological conservation, snow and ice removal. Snow and ice removal, that makes sense. That seems fairly harmless. And entertainment and SFX. Well, yes, I have a feeling that's going to be the majority of use. Yes, for entertainment purposes. But most of all, it sets things on fire in a variety of real-world scenarios. Back in 2018, Elon Musk made the news for offering an official Boring Company flamethrower that reportedly sold 10,000 units in 48 hours. It sparked some controversy because flamethrowers can also double as weapons or potentially start wildfires. Yes.
Oh, can they?
Can they? Flamethrowers are not specifically regulated in 48 U.S. states, although general product liability and criminal laws may still apply to their use and sale. Well, general liability, I mean, criminal laws apply, of course.
You can't light your neighbor on fire just because the flamethrower itself is not regulated. That's a helpful safety tip.
Right. I mean, frying pans are not regulated very tightly either. You still can't, bash your husband's head in with one, right? Yeah. So I guess in that sense...
Not unless you have a good alibi.
Exactly. They are not considered firearms by federal agencies. Specific restrictions exist in Maryland, where flamethrowers require a federal firearms license to own, and in California, where the range of flamethrowers cannot exceed 10 feet. Even so, to state the obvious, flamethrowers can easily burn both things and people, starting fires and wreaking havoc if not used safely. Accordingly, the Terminator might be one Christmas present you should skip for little Johnny this year. So, folks, let's see this thing in action.
Ain't that America? You and me.
Let's see this thing in action, folks. Here's a little bit of the commercial for the product. Now, the brand's, smart enough, wisely enough, they were able to get away with this for copyright purposes. They used a copyrighted song, I believe, from the Oppenheimer soundtrack, which we can't show you on YouTube. So I scored this myself using some of our copyright-free countdown music, which I think works better. So let's take a look at the robot dog, the Terminator.
I think so, too.
Yeah, in action. Here we go, folks. Let's get ready to rumble. So here he is. He's walking around. He's got the flashlights. You can see where he's going.
Man.
Now we're going to see the laser aim soon. See, now you got the laser aim. And now watch what this thing will do. Here we go. What the fuck? This is a consumer product. Look at this.
Only in America, baby.
Yo, they want us to start doing ad reads. We might start doing ad reads for Rumble. We should pitch this product.
This is a product I could get behind.
They'll have to send us one so we can try it out.
Trolling the comments section. Well, if we got the product for you, make your repressed rage, anxiety, and insecurities real. Act on your frustrations in real-world scenarios.
I mean, if they send us one, we'll try it out. We'll bring it to the live show. We need a house manager for the live show.
We do.
Just for security purposes, someone to check tickets and stuff at the door. And so this is a good candidate. We keep them on the stage, keep you all in line, make sure nobody does anything, make sure nobody gets crazy. Yeah. Oh,
Why
man.
aren't you laughing?
Yeah, right.
Laugh.
Exactly. 4 more years. Pause. Let's go. Let's go. Chant. Wow.
Yeah.
What a country.
I will say, in all seriousness, the locomotion technology is pretty impressive. The way that thing can jump, like it clearly has that they simulated the give of an organic body. Right,
it's badass. It's a better product than the Elon Cybertruck. That's for sure. Looks better to me.
That's for damn sure, as we will see.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. So yeah, in America, in 48 states, totally unregulated. You can get one. You can put that on the Christmas list.
Surprised.
Great summertime product. Yeah.
Knowing New
should be
York
a fun
State,
July 4th this year.
I mean, honestly, for that, it's really not that much if you have a spare 10 grand laying around.
That's the thing.
It's not that much.
It's not prohibitively expensive to the point where no one can afford it. It's an upscale item.
And I'm sure you can buy it on payments too.
Oh yeah. Like an exercise bike. You pay $40 a month until you pay it off. Yeah, exactly. You don't got to lay out cash for it. Exactly. Payment plan, beautiful. Add that to your monthly payments. Americans are feeling the crunch this summer as inflation continues and their budgets are being eroded by their monthly robo-dog payments at 8% interest. Yes.
I mean, the more we talk about it, the better an idea it seems.
Oh, yeah. That thing is fucking
you
crazy.
walk around Harlem with that shit. Fuck those pit bull motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you got a pit bull, huh?
Yeah. I love how in California they are regulated. You can have them shoot 10 feet and not 30. That's the limit there. Like,
Is
what
that-
was it? Yeah. It could shoot 10 feet of flame in California. You can't have a flamethrower that exceeds 10 feet. I'd love to see that law enforced. Like, what are the odds? There's going to be a cop with an eye shot who's going to be able to eyeball. Hey, I think that's a 14-foot flame
15.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very surprised when they said, states are regulated. I was like, that's got to be regulated in New York. They regulate everything.
Well,
But
it's such a
apparently not. When I
such
had
a niche
backyard,
product, they probably haven't bothered to do it yet.
yes, I would think people had the scooters at first, and then they basically banned them out of existence. Like, it's so few places you can use it, which fair enough. Like, if there's any place where that is a hazard to use that on a sidewalk, it is New York City. It's just too fucking crowded for those.
Yeah, obviously.
But when they first introduced it, you did have people going around the sidewalks in New York with those scooters.
Yeah.
I looked into, when I had a backyard, I was like, man, I want to raise some chickens, man. That would be kind of cool. And you can actually have chickens. You just can't have roosters.
Interesting. That's a weird one. 725.
Well, no, I mean, it's obvious,
Because of the noise.
Wake everybody up.
That's
But
right. Chickens don't make that much noise. Roosters do.
No. When I first moved
think
into
about that.
Harlem, when it was more lawless, there was a rooster in the neighboring yard.
Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
You used to fucking attack me, that motherfucker. I had to go after him with a shovel.
It's like good country living in Harlem, chasing a rooster with a shovel through your neighbor's yard. Where do you live? Harlem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I live in the Green Acres section of Harlem.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
Please clap.